Hello everyone, I'm Arjman Khurshid, your social science teacher for today. And our topic for today is modern period in Indian history. Well, in the previous classes, you have studied about the various phases of Indian history, like the ancient period, the medieval period, and the modern period. This year, we'll focus on the modern period in India, which starts right from the 18th century, or we can say right from the disintegration of the Mughal Empire till the attainment of freedom by India. Well, 18th century was the period when the face of Indian economy and politics started to change. Even there was change in society also. We see that after Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor, after his death in 1707, the successors of Aurangzeb were too weak and incapable, and they could not keep hold or maintain the mighty Mughal Empire for a longer period. We see that after his death in 1707, the Mughal Empire started to disintegrate. A number of powerful kingdoms came into being, like that of Hyderabad, Awadh, Bengal, and even the Marathas. They became powerful during that time period. We see a Sikh empire was also created, which became very powerful under the able guidance of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Even in South India, we see that the mighty empire of Mysore, established by Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan, they were also one of the most powerful kingdoms of India during the 18th century. Here, mention may be made of the foreign invasions of Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali, which gave a severe blow to the mighty Mughal Empire. Then, as you know, children, you must have studied in class 6th that India was known as the Golden Sparrow at that time. And the foreigners, particularly the Europeans, they were lured by the profitable trade in India. And there were 4 competitors like the Portuguese, the French, the Dutch, and the English. They were tough competitors of each other because they wanted that it should be only me who would have the trade relations with India. And ultimately, the English became victorious, and they had 20-year-long war known as the Carnatic Wars with the French. Finally, the British established themselves in the area, in the province of Bengal, where they had to fight 2 tough battles with the Nawabs, or the rulers of Bengal. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 and the Battle of Buxar in 1764. Now, coming to the development part during the modern period in India. As you know, children, this 18th century was the time when developments were going on across the globe. Developments such as Industrial Revolution in 18th century England, which was the setting up of industries and factories which made the production of goods easier and more cheaper. Next in line was the Renaissance movement, which means revival or rebirth, due to which there were changes in the thought processes and mind setups of the people across the globe. It again took place in Europe between 14th and 17th centuries. Next in line was the term nationalism. And I'm sure that you are familiar with the term nationalism. Nationalism means love and loyalty towards one's nation. And you very well know that history without sources is incomplete. Like children, in ancient times you have studied, we had no ample of sources of the ancient period. What we had archaeology, we had manuscripts, we had inscriptions, we had coins, we had artifacts. And then came the medieval period, of which we have some written literature, we have some written material, we have some books, which give us insight of the medieval Indian period. Coming to the modern period, we have a lot of sources. in abundance and which are still preserved in the archives and the libraries. And the sources of the modern period, we have our books, magazines, newspapers, which are even printed today. We have the monuments, the buildings in the form of Gateway of India, in the form of India Gate, Rashtrapati Bhavan, Red Fort, and so on. Apart from the monuments, we also have the official records, the government letters, the official documents which are preserved in the archives in London and also in New Delhi. So these were the resources which give us insight of the beginning of the modern period right till the attainment of independence. On the basis of these sources, we frame the history of modern India. So dear students, that's all for today. Till next session, take very good care of yourselves. Bye.